representing the DelVal University, Erin Murray. And her opponent, wearing the red, also representing Delaware Valley University, Caira Jaynes.
Wow, you love to see it. I believe we got two teammates here going at it in Caira Jaynes versus Erin Murray. You know, one of them we got Erin Murray hailing from Downingtown, Pennsylvania.
It's our second Downingtown of the night, right?
I want to say she's the third. I think Max Hale was from Downingtown, Doug Zaff, and
right.
Also Erin Murray. So 3 Downingtown, Pennsylvania residents. Shout out to them. And a great takedown there by Erin Murray.
Caira Jaynes, hailing from Burlington City, New Jersey, also going at for the DelVal team. And, you know, DelVal's had some great men's wrestlers in Division III, and they're putting together a great women's program. So I love to see the fact that we have some women's college wrestlers out here from DelVal.
I believe I see Lee Jane's provisor in the coaching corner for, I'm not sure, they're both from DelVal.
Yeah. That says they're here. They both have it on their singlet, but you know, we got Coach Jaynes over there, who's one of my favorites.
Now, she was a 2016 Olympian, wasn't
correct.
she? Yeah, yep. Wow. A lot of Olympians in the building tonight.
You know, that's one of my favorite things about wrestling is that you go to an event and you have, you know, the highest level people in the world, and they're just kind of every person, and I love that.
Good job by Caira Jaynes there, pulling her all the way down to get that go behind. You know, it's really important when you get in a front headlock and you're on your feet, you want to get your opponent down to the mat and start, you know, bouncing their head, starting to get ready to run that corner.
We have a great coach in our program. We call that the pull and chase drill. You got to pull, you got to chase. You got to pull, you got to chase. And you know, when kids are young, if they don't get to that corner, they end up staying out front, and they're not able to score. So
yeah,
really
and it's
nice.
one of those things that you got to repeat over and over. You might bounce your opponent's head 5 different times before you can finally run that angle.
Right.
You really got to tire them out, get them, you know, a little disoriented down there of where they even are on the mat. Oh, wow, good hand fighting going on. Still, both women just working to their inside ties, working to set up their opponent.
And holding center.
Holding center. You know, holding center is really important in freestyle wrestling. We haven't seen it yet tonight, but if the first 2 minutes of a period goes 0-0, then the referees have to put somebody on the shot clock. They give a passive warning.
Behind.
Oh. It's like folk style, strip and rip. Rip those hands. And eventually a takedown for Erin Murray. We're tied up 4-4.
Whoa!
Wow!
Feet to back.
Feet to back, 4-point headlock for Caira Jaynes, and wow, that was beautifully executed. Got her hip through, was able to load her up, and wow.
Yeah, it was nice. She got her hips all the way
Beautiful
from one
toss.
side to the other and pulled Erin Murray right over top for 4. Beautiful headlock.
And now with this back and forth match, that 4-point differential is going to be huge. You know, Erin Murray's going to have to get 3 scores here. And 2 of them have, whoa!
Oh, unless she goes to her back. But right there, high double.
There's a 2-point attack, 10-8 here. And like I said, Erin Murray's going to need 3 more points here to come out on top of this match.
Well, actually, they went 2 for the takedown and then right to a 2-point gut. I didn't see exposure there, but it was confirmed.
I would argue that that's challengeable, but again, sometimes you don't want to risk it. It's 10-10.
Right? And there's still lots of time left.
Yes, 1 score will win the match for Erin Murray. And
Erin Murray's been doing a much better job with that high double. She's been able to do that. But that time, Caira Jaynes, nicely done with a little go behind.
Yeah, great job getting her hips back and
putting the boot in.
Working lace. Yep, back up. Wow.
We're not lacking action here, are we?
No, we are not. We are 12-10, and I believe Caira Jaynes, she still has that 4-pointer, so she will hold criteria if the score ends up tied. But both girls are, wow, shot from space, in on that leg.
And right there, she didn't get her hips to the outside. She stayed in that kind of T position. Hey, you know, Joey, I'm pretty excited about what's coming up a little bit later here, too, where we have our senior card coming up after our U23s. We have some.
In the spirit of women's wrestling, I have an old teammate of mine, Skylar Grote. We were teammates back at Blair. You know, she's done pretty well domestically and internationally, and I'm excited to see her compete. She's competing. Wow, another headlock attempt.
Headlock, feet to back. Caira Jaynes is not afraid to pull that through, and flexibility enough not to give up an exposure rolling through. Nicely done.
Egypt.
Right.
And, you know, just a great test, right, before the last chance qualifier, before the Olympic trials, and such an important year. Wow, double from space. I would say that was one red. I think, yep, confirmed. We got one red on the score with
29 points on the board. That was exciting. Couple big feet-to-back throws, and that's going to do it.
Definitely take some notes on that headlock because that thing is killer.